Yes, and welcome back. Apologies for the intermittent break that we did experience just to fix some technical hitches here and there. But karibu sana Deno, karibu. We were making a point about Omanyala and how he impacted. But before that, about his performance in at Kip Keino, his African record 9.77. This he did set it at this particular.
I can say that was an underperformance from him, considering that that's the race he normally deep sub 10 for the season.
Yes.
Yeah, because so far you look at it, he has run several races.
Yes, yeah, sure.
But he's yet to hit the sub 10. And also remember the qualification standard for World Championship, which will be held in Tokyo in August. Is actually 10.00. So yesterday again he produced another 10.01. So he's yet to hit that target. Yes, but he's still a legend, considering the the number of sprinters coming in. People are looking up to him.
Owing to his success, yes.
Exactly. You look at the AK you can meet. We have
over 10 hits?
Normally up to sometimes 16 hits. Yeah,
those are hundreds and
hundreds.
And
all these people have been inspired by him.
Have there been promise from the
interests? There are
number of young
guys coming in. You look at the performance of Babu Meshak.
Yes.
Yeah, he has really been good. He was at World Relay.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at another youngster coming in called Dennis Mwai. He's very good. He just finished high school last year. But I think the future of sprinting.
Yes. And Dennis Mwai was also in the sprints in the 200 meters.
Yes, he was a last minute draft. To the squad, just to give him exposure. Yeah, remember this is the first time he's doing his first season as a
pro runner, a semi-professional runner.
Still
yeah, sure. And his performance there was full of promise. We could bank on it.
When you line up with the likes of the stars who are there, for him, that's a good achievement.
Yes, and this definitely means that we could also look at a number of races that Kenyans did star in, and Lilian Odira was the star.
Yes, Lilian Odira, she's a Kenyan prisoner officer, and she did a very amazing, good race. Qualifying to the World Championship. And I've seen another youngster coming in, the lady from KDF, she's called Mercy Okech.
She was at the World Relays as well in the team.
Exactly, and they performed very well. Yeah. And now he has actually qualified individually to the World Championship.
In the 400 meters.
Look at the lane she was placed. Lane 9, and he went flat out all the way, gun to tape.
And so the promise of Odira and her season really running at this particular event could be
I've followed Odira since last year, November, October there, when cross country started. We normally start cross country as a build-up for the season. And she participated in so many cross country events in the 2K loop.
What does it help her with, the middle distance runner?
For building your endurance and mileage. It's a good preparation. Considering they were coming out of season. Some of them definitely had added weight, and they used that platform to get into form for the season.
With a personal best of 159, we expect her to do well in Tokyo.
The championship is quite different. You might be surprised that the winner will not even go sub 2. So when she just need good guidance. I know her coach, they're working on that. The manager Malcolm is also, I think, working on that. And I think the target first is to get into the finals.
And she narrowly beat Norway, those from South Africa, during the final. Just closely edged her on the line.
It was a competition. Exactly, you expect them to perform as well.
Sure.
And they came in to get to the podium.
The performance of the African champion, Sarah Mora, who we also
she finished third. Third, and still she qualified for the World Championship. So that makes it. That means the trials will be very competitive. Yes.
And throwing in the mix, of course, the 800 meters women's race. Also, we had the Bahrain runner, who is Kenyan, Nelly Jepkosgei, who's been serving a ban from 2021 to 2024, and she came back, though, you know, but at least coming back from ban and really posting. She was the fastest in the field.
You know, coming out of ban, sometimes it's a 50-50. You can come in and fail to perform.
Yeah.
So it depends with the mental capability of the individual athlete. Yeah, seeing her coming in and starting to dominate, it means that she's mentally strong. I've seen so many athletes who have served ban, but
and it's
totally
crazy for them.
failed.
How has Otieno coped with it? The sprinter.
He's one of the people who are struggling with this, and I think with time he might be fine. Maybe he can try to and push to get a world championship qualification standard, and we wish him all the best.
Yeah, for real. He was at the Olympics, man, in 2020.
Exactly.
And, and this. All this is happening because IK is also trying to find the best team, and they always find the best team from the member associations. And Prisons, the trials ongoing today, and it was great for me to see the shot putter, that's Peter Mwangi, you know, winning the title. But is he a late bloomer, or are his chances 15.16?
You know, Mwangi has been around for quite a
He won the World Indo Masters
title.
in
US.
Yes, in Florida, yes.
2 months ago. And I think that has motivated him to keep on throwing
for real.
distances. And I think maybe there's high chances that he also try and beat the qualification standard for the World Championship.
With Ryan Crozers, you know, the Olympic champion, throwing 23 plus.
Those are big boys. Those are big boys. Short puts and the hammer and javelin are very technical. Yeah, it's become very difficult for any individual athlete to start late and perfect it.
Sure.
Yes.
Maybe they could have the explosive, the explosive power, but
it's not about. You see the movement of the legs. You have to really perfect that. Otherwise, your throws will not go even 10 meters.
And we see that so much in the grassroots competitions.
Yes.
Which
it happens a lot.
It happens a lot. Yes. We even when you were watching.
And you just mentioned the performance at a prison championship, police championship, and KDF is coming up next month. Yeah, these are affiliates of Athletes Kenya.
Yes.
They've been using this championship, individual discipline forces championship, to get the team that will compete at the national. And the national you get now, it's get bigger. The team from Rift Valley comes in, Central, Nyanza, and even Coast. Even Northeastern, they present teams. And it's always a pride when they present their regions and their affiliates. And we hope the championship this year will happen on 26th, 27th, 28th of this month. Probably at Kipkeino, at Ulinzi Stadium. And I think it's going to be a good performance. Considering everyone is now they want to get qualification standard for the World Championship.
It's getting more realer to the athletes. And Timothy Cheruyot, of course, Prisons running in 800 meters.
He missed yesterday. He has been training in France, and yesterday he ran at Rome Diamond League, and he ran sub 230. A good performance for him. The first in the season. He
still has some gas left.
Yeah, I still believe that he can produce something for the country before going long distance, probably into road races, 10K and 15, 20, 21, 42 kilometers.
A former world champion,
there's something
Olympic silver winner.
You can't get it away from him. He has been a force in 1500, and now young guys are coming in, and definitely there's a plan that from next season he'll go long distance.
And these young guys that you're talking about could be Vincent Keter, who was third at the Kipkeino.
Yes, Vincent Keter, Kenya Prison. Actually was running today again. There's some of the stars, the young stars who are now coming in, and we hope
eyeing to keep holding the flag up high for the country in the 1500 meters. Replace of course, Akina Timothy Cheruyot, who
And we don't, yesterday we had a very good performance also from British Chebet in Rome.
He missed the record by
2
seconds. Yes,
just 2 seconds. Yeah, running 14:05:03.
Yeah, that means that the 5,000 meters World Championship title is home. I want to say it, but
fifth Kipyegon doing the same. Yeah. So we can say that is a sure bet. Podium position, likely you get 2 positions in there in that event.
Yeah.
Good for the country.
Yeah, that's the World Championship. And of course, on that, who else will be teaming up with Faith and Beatrice in Prefontaine, where AK is going to select the team for the World?
There are several athletes. Look at Agnes Chebet. She has been is another force. You cannot do away with her. Yeah, and there are several. There are several runners who are coming in. Yeah, and in Prefontaine, I think it's a good opportunity. Yeah, for Kenya to be invited at that level by the organizers of Prefontaine.
The Diamond League. Yes.
I wish they could have invited both genders
over the distance, or the same distance.
Yeah, something that they did it last year during the Olympic trials, and we expected the same. But this time around, the 2 events won't be there. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's the reason why they picked 10 men
and 5,000 for women.
Yeah,
in the men's 10,000 meters, we do expect Mateiko, Mneria, who won yesterday as well in the prisons, lining up. Or Ebenyo Simiyu, who was won the police title.
Ebenyo, Stanley, Waithaka, some of the names that we won't miss there. But what? So far they have to look at the stats, how they've been performing
throughout the season,
both abroad and locally. So you can find 10,000 meter men. There are like 40 athletes who have a qualification standard. So you have to look at keenly and get the best of that. Yeah, I don't know the quota they've been given, but
how many should be picked,
yes,
right?
I don't know the quota, but I think it's a good quota. So if they can be able to put 12 athletes and above in that race, I think we will get a good
and for this particular medal that has been not here since Edmonton, Canada, goes back to many editions. That means that the team has more pressure on their shoulders if they get picked.
One of the major problems the country has been facing is the emergence of marathon running and road races. Yeah, most of these athletes, they are preferring going to road races early, than before. That's why we find we have a limited number of quality runners remaining in 10,000.
They rush to the marathons.
That's where money is. For example, you look at the Diamond League. I think this is the 3rd leg. It started in China, then Morocco, then Rome. 10,000 is yet to be run. So where do you expect these people to make a living out of it?
On the roads.
On the road. They go to marathon. That's where money is.
They have race. They have marathons.
They have marathons. Just entire road races. Before even going for full marathon.
So what could be how can AK turn it around, or Kenya turn it around and attract a quality field to the 10K?
The country must maybe come up with a formula of compensating them. Yeah.
More special than any other runner, right?
Exactly. And that will be unfair for other sporting disciplines again.
Unlikely to happen.
Exactly. So it's something that you have to accept and live with it. Yes.
Yeah. Or maybe close engagement like we're trying to do with the 3,000 meter steeplechase thing.
It's the same problem. Even you look at steeplechase, most of these athletes, they start when they start at under 20, they're already running a road race. They're not interested in steeplechase, where you have 2 or 3 races in a year, and you can go to Mexico, run three races in a month, go to China, run 3 races in a month, get your 400, 500, 1 million, and come back with 2 million, rather than waiting for
the Olympics after 4 years.
Exactly.
They bring country the glory, and you don't know. Anyway,
and we don't need glory.
So, as we wind up looking at the stars that who've, stuck their name out there, stuck their neck out there, and they're doing so well. Sarah Mura and Odira, you know, Akina Vincent Keter. Who else do you think how far can they go ahead of the World Championship?
You know, Odira was actually at the Olympics. And
she was a semi-finalist.
Yes, semi-finalist. So we expect her to go beyond that. Yeah, there's a performance we get. Keter has to really first get the qualification standard.
Yeah, she was talking about how he missed it narrowly.
Yes, he has to get that qualification
Rabat,
standard before thinking of getting something at the World Championship.
At the World Championship,
Tokyo.
Yes, thank you, Deno, and hope to see you during the KDF trials on 11th and also the National Championship, and who knows, maybe in Tokyo, right? Thank you.
Maybe.
Maybe. Thank you for making your time.
I can be the early.
That's Dennis Okeo, Standard newspaper sports writer specializing with athletics. Thank you so much, Deno, for making your time and sharing insights on the athletics. Up next, I'll be having Muktadiri Nimji. He's the Kenya's top seed as far as squash is concerned. Participated at the just ended Karen Squash Open, right? And also I have guys from the JB Academy. That's a squash team that really happens, brings up the young talent. So stand by for that and much, much more on the Fan Zone at the tail end of the show. Be with us on the Touchline.